Doing your oil change on your BMW is so satisfying. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it and how to reset the oil change interval on the dash. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to do an oil change on my BMW X5. It's a 2018. It's an F15, so it has a BMW M package on it, but it's not an M car. So I'm just taking it for a small drive right now just to warm up the engine, and I will bring it back and put it on ramps. And I'll show you the step-by-step how I'm going to change the oil on this BMW X5. So the oil change is due, like I already passed the due date on this car. It's showing on the screen like I need to do the service. I have to do like I have two services to do on this car actually. Right now it's showing me to do the oil change and to change the brake fluid also. And in the next video I will change the brake fluids. I need to check the brake pads and everything. I have lots of maintenance to do on this car because it's already 101,000 kilometers on it. So I will even have to change spark plugs. So stay tuned guys, lots of videos coming in for this vehicle, and I will show you how I'm going to do all these maintenance. So right now it's minus 27 degrees in Canada, especially in Regina, Saskatchewan. Was this very sunny and blue sky outside, but just the temperature is very cold, freezing cold actually. So once your vehicle is on the ramp, so we just apply the parking brake and put it on in park and turn off the vehicle. Oil levels are already to the max. That's a good sign. I have driven I think 8,000 kilometers with the oil. Now I'm going to change the engine oil, put brand new oil. And the previous time I did my oil change, so the engine was good, no oil consumption, everything is good. So now I'm going to drain the oil and show you all the steps I'm going to do. So once your car is on the ramp, so just put a wheel chuck or put a block of wood at the back of the rear wheel, just a safety. Even if I put on the emergency brake, just put a block of wood for safety. Next, I'm going to open the hood. To open the hood, there is a hood latch here. So just pull it towards you. There's another latch here. Pull this latch towards the driver's side and lift up the hood. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use 17mm socket with a small extension and my wrench. I'm going to drain the oil. So it's a 17mm bolt, so we need to remove it. I'm going underneath the car. I'll show you where the drain plug is and we'll unbolt it. So have your catch can ready. And when you go underneath the car, you will see we have the metal plate here. The oil pan drain plug is just right here. Like we have the big hole to access the drain plug, which is right here. So this is a drain plug. It's a 17mm. I'm going to unbolt it and catch all the oil. Break it loose and remove it by hand. It's just a small bolt. It's easy. Now I will let the oil drain. So while the oil is draining at the bottom, and now I'm going to just spray the engine bay with some all-purpose cleaner and wipe it down before I go and start putting new oil or change the oil filter. Now with a clean engine bay, I'm going to open this cap. So with gravity, it will allow all the oil to drain out. And here is oil filter housing. I need to remove this cap to access oil filter. I'm going to use this oil filter socket to remove the filter cap. Just place it on top and use your wrench. Once it's loose, you can remove it by hand. I'm using a clean paper towel just to clean off the excess oil here and see if there's any contaminants. So I see mine, the oil is clean. I mean, not clean, it's no contaminant, no metal shavings on it. Just make sure you don't drop any debris on it. Next, I'm going to remove the old oil filter. You just need to pop it out from the casing, just like that. It will come out. And always inspect it for if there's any metal shaving inside. In my case, there's no metal shaving. Everything looks good, looks clean. And clean this cap. You can use some brake cleaner as well. And in the new oil filter kit, you have the oil filter, you have the O-rings, and you have the drain plug gasket also. So I'm going to change that on this and we'll put it back. So there's two O-rings, one here and one here. So use a small screwdriver or a pick tool, and on the cap you will see there's a small groove where you can put your pick tool or your small screwdriver, and just place it like that and remove the old one, the bottom one, and same for the top one here. Okay, both are removed. Now I'm going to open the new gasket. Just use some oil from the oil filter and lubricate the O-ring. Place it back. Just like that. Make sure it's sitting in the correct groove, not in the thread. And the small one as well. And just like that, both are in place. Put back the new filter in the oil filter housing. So now just take your new oil filter and place it in the housing. So this should fit in this like tube here. Once you place it, you will feel it like go in, and it's centered in the oil filter housing. And now I'm going to put back the cap. Just take the cap and put it like this. Tighten it by hand. Next, I'm going to tighten it with my wrench, just snug, and I will apply the torque. Okay, so it's just snug now. Using my torque wrench, I'm going to torque down this to 25 Newton meter or 18 foot-pound. Just like that, that's enough. 18 foot-pound. So on the drain plug, you'll see there is a gasket, copper washer, crush washer we call it. Just remove it and put the new one. The new one you'll see it hasn't been crushed. It's a bit rounded. You'll get it in the oil filter kit, and just put it in the drain plug and put it back in the oil pan. Once the oil is completely drained out, there's no drips. It's time to clean the hole here. Just wipe it down, all the excess oil. Put back the oil drain plug. Tighten it snug with your hand. This one too, you have to torque it down to 25 Newton meter or 18 foot-pound. So I will tighten it down to 18 foot-pound. Just like that. Clean the excess oil. And you're done at the bottom. So now we'll move up again. So once you tighten the drain plug, you just need to come on the top here on the engine. You will see the oil filler cap. Just untighten it and remove it. You will see on mine it's a bit like milky-ish here. It's just like the condensation that happens. That's why it's yellow like this. It's nothing bad. Nothing is bad in the engine. It's just on the top. I'll just clean it, and I will clean this cap too. so it's nothing like major here. If it was any problem with a coolant or anything, and this comes when you are draining the engine and you found that the oil is milkish, then you have an issue. So on mine, the engine is perfectly fine, the coolant level is fine, and the oil is fine. Then use your clean funnel, put it on here. I'm using Pennzoil Platinum Euro oil in my car. I always use that oil and I have no issues. This one is a Platinum Euro and full synthetic, 100% synthetic, and it has all the components that BMW has. So it's made for BMW as well. It has a LL01 specification. And my engine, this is an N55 engine. It takes around 6.5 to 6.9 liters of oil. This is a 5-liter gallon. So I put all the oil from this one, and I will apply one more 1.5 liters. Alright, so I have put 6.5 liters of synthetic oil in it, and now I'm going to put back the oil filler cap. Here it click. So doing your oil change yourself, it saves you a lot. Like going to the dealer, this oil change might cost me like $300 plus in Canadian dollars, and just the oil and oil filter, I think it's less than $100, and you always buy the oil when it's on sale. And now, since I'm done filling the engine with oil, it's always a good idea to check the engine bay if for any leaks, like visual leaks. If you see anything, in my case everything looks dry, and always check the coolant level, which is good. Once everything is done here, you need to start your car, let it run for a bit. Get in the car, press on the brake and start your vehicle. Wait for all the lights to go off. Okay, no engine light or no oil light on it. Let it run for about 30 seconds. And turn it off. So to reset the service light, you have to switch on the ignition. Do not press the brakes, just switch it onto here in on mode, and we're going to reset this service light. So we have to keep pressing on this button on the left side here, press and hold. I think it's about 10 seconds. Then you have brake fluid. Then to navigate through the menus, just press and release. You will see different options. We have like you can reset the front brake pads or engine oil, rear brake pads, vehicle check status. You can reset all this stuff. So I need to do the brake fluid maintenance as well, which will be in another video. And now this is once you reach the engine oil and press and hold again, it will reset. It asks you to reset, and then press and hold again. Reset in progress. You can release the button. This will reset it, and now it says 12,000 kilometers. Next oil reset will be in 1 year, and it's done. So I'll go back to here. You will see it will disappear. Once it disappears, even like on your iDrive screen here also, you check, there's only one service notification now, just the brake fluid. So I will leave that on for now. So guys, this is how I change the oil on my BMW X5. It's not difficult, very easy. You don't need to remove any tray at the bottom, just one drain plug, and let the oil drain out completely. You need oil catch can to grab all the oil and dispose the oil correctly. Now I'm going to take it for a drive, let it heat up, warm the engine, and I will show you the engine oil level. So now I'm on the street on a flat surface. We'll start the measurement. So I put the vehicle on park and the engine is running, and I'll start the measurement. Alright, so engine level is okay. Yeah, and if you see here, it's on the green side and it's to the max level. So 6.5 liters was enough for this engine. Please like, subscribe, and this is a way to support my channel, and I will be able to make more videos on my BMW X5. There's lots of project coming on my BMW X5. Stay tuned. See you on the next one.